Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So in this video we are playing Angry Dynamite Labs again. This is the 6th demo, so there's been various demos over 2023 and this one's actually quite different to the previous ones, although sort of the underlying thing is the same. So the underlying sort of purpose of these games is you're creating these elements, and different elements sort of build up to more complex elements. So I'm sort of very early in this sort of version. So we start off here with sort of dirt, and the dirt feeds in here to this to this sort of a container here. I'm not quite sure how exactly what all these resources are, but this is sort of a dirt thing going on here. You can see here it's sort of these are over time. It's converting these into this sort of dirt, and then this dirt will go to these two where it's mixed with water to make mud. So these are waiting. This needs 42 of these materials. And we can see here it's going to take, whatever it is, 35 seconds or whatever to complete that cycle. And these are filling up this container of mud. And so we're adding into this sort of reservoir of mud. And this then needs 50 in this one to feed into clay, I think. And then from clay we go into sand. So this is sort of the little process. And these stars here are the levels of these little machines. So this is level 6. When it started out, it was only 15 seconds, so he kept having to press these buttons because obviously that's sort of, it's an idle game. Clearly, this is all the gameplay. But so it's a sort of timer based here. So you're getting 108 of these per minute, but over time you're sort of clicking less on these and thinking about other sort of strategic things. It was not really strategic actually at this stage. So there we go. So I've just leveled up here. So I've gone from level 6 now. So it looks like this little option has opened up. So am I going to get another one of these? Yeah, I get another one of these. So we can see here when I get to level 12 there'll be another one. So all the time you're sort of leveling things up. So here mud. I'm going to level this up. We can see my experience is going to go up, which is going to help me up here, and the production speed for this little machine is going to go up. And obviously, you can see up here there's battery usage as well. So clearly, as stuff goes on, so I'm leveling right up. I'm using some mud now. Okay, so there we go. So that one's completed now. So sort of clicking through. So these are all on the same level. So we've got 3 of these now on level 4, really pumping out the mud. Next level, I'm going to get open up another one of these. What's interesting here is this battery. So obviously over time, probably I'm going to have to make some decisions based on how much power I've got. So click here and here and 1 sand. So obviously the next thing when I get to level 10, this bit's going to be opened, and then clearly up and up and up, and level 13, level 16. So there's different elements here. There's water here, and this one's the earth element. We're mining earth here, and there's water, and then there's fire. So those are obviously sort of the key sort of main elements. And then we can see here this sort of thing I think was in the previous version of the game. In the previous version of the game, you was just sort of the elements, it was the same sort of flow, but it wasn't visualized in this way. So what they're doing here is making it a visualization, which is less abstract. It was quite complicated in your mind to work out what was going on, whereas this is clearly like a little production line. Like we have games built around this sort of production line mechanic, and we can sort of see what's going on. And it's very clear. Now, obviously, some people will go, "Oh, this is a very boring game," but idle games are about this. Idle games are sort of about use of time. So you sort of click these things going. When you come back, there's always something to sort of click on, and then you could go away again and again. So you could sort of think, I'm not sure. This is playing on a browser, a PC browser, but you can imagine this is a designed for mobile. You could very easily imagine that this would be one level, and you sort of flick between the screens to as you sort of go through the progress of the game. Now, quite what the sort of end goal of this game would be, obviously I've not got to that stage yet. In previous demos of the game, people have been sort of building these elements up. So you can see here I'm building up these elements, and then those elements always get more complex elements. So you sort of have a technology tree to make more and more and more complex elements. That's never a problem to make more complex elements, but then what you're doing with those elements. So for previous demos, you've been sort of having this thing where you would build rocket ships or something like that. But that would be something that a group of people would have to come together in a squad, because no one would have enough single materials to build a rocket. So people have to come together as squads to build these sort of high level goals, and that's really what all these demos are sort of working out how best to present these, I think, visually, and how best these things are actually going to work from a gameplay point of view. So it's a game that is maybe visually, or maybe at first glance, looks a bit light. But the other thing to point out is the developer behind this has been very successful in doing Web 2 mobile idle games. So that's his background. Ollie, small team based in Germany, developing this game at the moment. This is you don't need any blockchain to do this. There are NFTs out there, and the previous versions of the game have used those NFTs. They've tried to open it up now to just get people playing, I think. So there's no NFTs in this, although you can sort of sign in with a wallet, or you can sign in with email. Either is fine. So they're sort of feeling their way. They sort of, I think, have a good idea what the project's going to be like. But they're sort of trying to work out how best to engage with players. And we'll see how that happens in 2024, I guess. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.